Resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Andre Cisco there on the stop. And this defense for the Jags, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Henry again on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Etienne on the toss right.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
You're worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
12 yards to go.
Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this time he is in. Yes. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 41, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lawrence will throw.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Now Tannehill is going to turn here and take a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Put this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
5 yards remain on second down.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And some space here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. Flush to his right.
And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down right around the 25.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready? 30 base.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Tackles, tackles. Where you at? Mike 42. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 42's Mike, 42's Mike.
Tannehill on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Tannehill throwing again. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I can hear you.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Miles Jack with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Stop. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Rock it.
ETN once more. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box makes it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Go. Watch the slant. Motion, motion.
On third down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up second and 2.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Lawrence on third down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, check.
To throw is Tannehill. That's caught by McMahon. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Mike 42. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Titans 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Tannehill. And that's complete to Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 36 yards on the play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the slant. 42's Mike. 42's Mike. 3 buzz. Took left. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Let's get it together. Go.
Again, Tannehill. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3 down. 3 down.
Here's Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey. Mike's 42. Mike. Coming to you.
They snap it to Tannehill.
Open man is McMahon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 42.
Throwing again is Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
Good about it.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.